What's going on, guys? It's Lark here. Today we're going to be talking about privacy coins. If you've been paying attention to the markets, you've probably seen that a lot of the privacy coins have absolutely exploded in the past couple of weeks. So we're looking at those and seeing, looking at a few of the differences between them, really looking at some of the market action and thinking, is there room for so many players in the privacy coin game? So, quick shout out, as always, to everyone who is hitting that like button, guys, and subscribing to the channel. Really, really love all that support. So thank you so much, guys, really. And also, quick disclaimer, this is not professional financial advice. This is just me talking about cryptocurrencies and my passion for all things crypto. So, guys, let's get into it. I wanted to actually just basically go down through the coin market cap and explore a bit. So we're going to start off with Dash. Dash is the highest ranked privacy coin that we have going. So Dash 366.99. Man, that thing is exploding. Now we have seen Dash at a slightly higher price. Only a few days ago, I think we saw it up at about. It cracked over 400, didn't it? Yeah, it did crack over 400 there for just a little bit. So pretty impressive action from Dash, and really good news for all Dash supporters, to be honest. And I'm a Dash supporter. I love Dash. It's a great coin. Now, Dash is normally not private, but it does have a private send feature. So even with the private send, though, it is still traceable for experts. Your layman can't get in and look and see where things are, but professionals still can. So that is, Dash is privacy enabled, we could say, but not necessarily private. Bit of a difference there. Now, Dash got massive price action coming forward. Like I said, I'm really bullish on Dash. I think in a year's time it's going to be worth $1,000. Circulating supply is still, really low. The max supply, of course, 18.9 million. That's probably going to take about 100 years to mine. So, I feel like this is one of those situations where, I'll be a grandpa and my kids will be like, "Really, Grandpa? You used to mine Dash on a computer machine? Wow." Yeah, I know. Sounds funny, but when these mining algorithms get so advanced, it's going to really, getting them is going to be very difficult, and Dash is only going to go up in value over time as the mining difficulty does increase and the demand for the supply that exists becomes higher and higher. So we're going to see that happening. Okay, next up, Monero. Monero has seen massive price action. Probably one of the most exciting things for a lot of people has been Monero. It has been up over $150, which is very exciting. Now, Monero uses something called ring signatures for its privacy features. So Monero is one of the more private coins. Basically, what a ring signature is I like to compare it to like a firing squad. In a firing squad, they have like 10 guys shoot and kill the guy, but only one guy's got the bullet. So it's something like that. The ring signatures work where it goes through multiple verification processes, but it gets sent to multiple verification processes, but only gets processed in one place. But so you can't tell who did it necessarily. So interestingly about Monero is a fork of Bytecoin. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed to learn so many things in the crypto world? Okay, Monero is great, though. If you do want to get involved in Monero, you can still mine it. Mining Monero is hard-coded not to increase past a certain difficulty level, so it does stay fairly consistent over time. They did want to keep Monero so it could be, mined on home computers even. It's probably going to stay quite high, the difficulty, towards its upper ranges, but, you can still go over to, like, Genesis Mining and grab a mining contract for it over there. With the prices high enough, it is worthwhile to mine Monero, but only with prices sort of, 125 and above. If you are interested in getting Monero, I don't know if it's going to drop back down to like $50, but, we're probably going to see some pretty decent price correction in the Monero market, because it was only about a week ago, Monero was $50, so do keep that in mind if you are interested in getting in there. And just a quick note on Dash, if you do want to get into Dash mining, you really have to buy your own miner. At this point, there are no competitive mining or worthwhile mining contracts available in cloud mining, although I do imagine that Genesis will be bringing that back in the near future and that they will be competitive when they do bring it back. Okay, Zcash. Zcash up next. Now, Zcash has been You know, I'm surprised it hasn't really gone off. I guess that means it's not listed on Korean exchanges, is it? Let's see here. No, it's not listed on a Korean exchange yet. I know, it's all about the Koreans buying stuff, guys, but Zcash has been a difficult story, you know, because Zcash came out and was $4,293. Took 6 Bitcoin to buy 1 Zcash back in the day. You guys believe that? That was about a year ago. Ever since then, Zcash absolutely crashed. Went down to, you know, $50. I mean, good God, imagine that. You're at $4,293 and then you went down to $50. That's brutal. That is really, really brutal. Oh, there you go, 48. Absolutely brutal, guys. And Zcash hasn't really recovered. You know, there was this big surge in price for everything back in June. And yeah, okay, Zcash went from, you know, 100 to like 250, whatever, but it didn't see anywhere near the growth that all the other coins saw. Mining of Zcash ended up being one of those situations like Dash, where everyone who bought their Zcash mining contracts ended up not making any profit off of it. Zcash can be mined from home if you do want to get involved in Zcash mining, but I'm not really sure where it's going to go. You know, I feel like it could be the next one to hit. It is a big coin. Zcash is probably the most private of the coins. You can only see the timestamp with Zcash. With the other ones, you know, it's possible to trace addresses and different things like this. So, will we see Zcash pop off in the near future? Potentially. Potentially. It depends on if it, you know, again, picks up some more adoption and stuff like that. It's still ranked at number 18 on the coin market cap, so it's not that people aren't trading Zcash. You know, the volume's decent. You know, $28.8 million is not an unsubstantial volume by any means. But are we ever going to see it get back to this kind of price? Hard to say. Years and years and years, maybe. And it's only got 2 million circulating supply too. Zcash, bit of a mystery, this one. It really, really should be a much higher price. You know, the technology's good and all this. Maybe people just got scared off and haven't got over that sort of once bitten, twice shy kind of mentality with the big crash of Zcash. But I could definitely see that one picking up quite a bit in the future, considering that, you know, it is so, you know, rare and quite valuable as a privacy coin. Bytecoin, it's come back. It's come back. Bytecoin's back, guys. And back with a vengeance, actually. 31.24%. That's pretty good growth. Pretty good growth indeed. Now, Bytecoin had a lot of, it's one of the original, if not the original privacy coin. You know, as I said, Monero is a fork off of Bytecoin. Pretty interesting to check out. Now, if you look at the price action, though, a bit worrying because, you know, we had this high back here. I'm looking at the Bitcoin price. We had 162 Satoshi as the high. Now it went all the way down to 28. And yeah, okay, we're back up to 56 Satoshi, but, you know, is it going to get back up to 100 Satoshi? Probably. But that would be a pretty significant increase in the price of Bytecoin. The one thing to keep in mind too here is it's almost all mined, guys. Like, there's only a billion to go, and that might sound like, a billion, that's a lot, but that's gonna be mined pretty soon. And what will be the post-mining life of Bytecoin? You know, and there was like 82% of it was pre-mined. So it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. Yeah, it's another nice privacy coin. It's got very, very low value. If you did want to get in, it's easy to have, like, oh, I've got like 20,000 Bytecoin. All right, cool. You know, it's easy to get in and buy some up, but the question is, do you want to? I think it will see a little more growth. People are buying into it right now, so that's always good. But, you know, I don't know. Is it really gonna hit? Hard to say. Hard to say. I definitely would not put my money into Bytecoin. That's definitely not. Definitely not, especially considering there's so many other nice privacy coins you can get into. PivX, a bit down on the day. PivX is a fork of Dash. So the big difference here is that PivX is not mineable. It is a proof of stake coin, but it does have an annual inflation of about 5%. So, you know, you get an extra 2-some million coins per year, approximately. So that's pretty good. Now, the price of PivX has been quite down, especially in comparison. You know, the dollar value's gone up, but the Bitcoin price has gone down. Now, of course, Bitcoin's absolutely soaring at the moment, so we're going to continue to see that happen with a lot of coins, where the price, according to Bitcoin, will continue to go down for some of these coins that stay kind of static. in the price, dollar-wise, or rise only slightly to the dollar, but they will go down in the price of Bitcoin. So you guys can see here, we're down, you know, today we're at, what are we at here? 65,164 Satoshis. Now, if we go back, we've had much, much higher than that, you know, all the way up to 172,000 Satoshis. So, you know, it's actually been double in value before. Now, PivX is one I would definitely keep an eye on. It's one you probably pick up for like under $2 if you keep your eye out, you know, or sort of, I guess, around 30,000 Satoshi, 40,000 Satoshi, something like that. Where are we at here? Yeah, about 40,000 Satoshi. If you're patient, you probably get back in there on one of the lows. You know, and for that kind of price, well, PivX is a pretty good deal. It's a pretty good coin. It's a pretty good coin. It's, you know, it's Dash Lite or something like that. You could think of it like, you know, so it definitely has its uses. It is probably one of the more solid privacy coins in the top of the list. It's something I would consider buying if I saw it under $2. But I'm not going to buy PivX for $3. But, you know, I think it's got a future and it's not going to go anywhere. You know, it's got a very small volume too, so that's something to keep in mind as well. You know, like, so something to think about, guys. Something to think about. Okay. Moving down the list, Verge, number 91. Number 91. Now, Verge has got a bigger volume. Yeah, a bigger volume than PivX, surprisingly. You know, Verge, one of the things about Verge, you know, it's untraceable with the Tor wallet. You know, it hides your IP, but, you know, it's still possible to see wallet addresses. So, you know, there's all varying degrees of privacy with all of these privacy coins. So, depends on how obsessed with your privacy you are and which coin you'd want to choose. But, you know, like I said, Zcash is probably the best of them all, but Verge has got a really vibrant community. I did a video on it a couple weeks back, and, you know, really the community members are really active, and I just got on there and just, you know, corrected me about a lot of stuff, or, you know, just put their full support behind it, like, no, Verge is the best thing since sliced bread. So, you know, it has seen a tiny bit of price action the past few days, but, you know, this is kind of similar to Bytecoin. If you look back here, right, down, and up. You know, and that's very different from, like, let's look at the 3-month on Monero, for example. That's very different from a lot of these coins where the Monero has been quite steady price-wise and then bounced, right? Dash, look at the 3-month here on Dash. You know, you see Dash has had some pretty steady action. It's been a little more solidly just up and down, but, you know, it hasn't had these giant just, you know, dips into nowhere. And does that mean that Verge is about ready to break out? Maybe Bytecoin's about ready to totally break out? Maybe, but I don't think we're going to see the all-time highs back anytime soon. But, you know, Verge is a good project, and like I said, it's got a community. People use it. And that's perhaps one of the most important things in all of this, guys, is are people using it or not? You know, that's why Dash is so great, you know, because people actually use it. You know, look at this, 50 million volume for the 24 hours, right? Monero, 100 million volume, big time. Even Zcash, 29 million volume, 24 hours. Bytecoin, nothing too shabby, but, you know, that is one worry about PivX and Verge is that, maybe not so many people are using it. So we're just going to go down the list here. Digital Note, I'm not even really going to talk about this, but it's, I just want to say there are so many privacy coins out there. We got Digital Note at 163, Aeon at 179, Bullberry at 344. There are so many coins out here, guys. You know, again, we got that spike and then down. You know, does that mean it's not going to have any price action in the future? Not necessarily. Aeon's been a little more consistent over time here. You know, so we might actually see some spikes back up, but I don't know. Don't really think it's got a giant future, to be honest. If you have a look at Bullberry here, again, we've had some big spikes, but, you know, it's mostly been a downward trend since, you know, the big spikes of earlier this year, and if it didn't make it at that big spike, well, I don't think it's going to make it at all. Now, I showed you some of these coins on the end here, particularly Digital Note, Aeon, and Bullberry, in order to point out that, you know, there are so many coins out here, guys. And this isn't even all the privacy coins. There are more privacy coins than this. And look, there can be many winners in the privacy coin market and in the crypto market in general. There will be many winners, and there can be. But are all of them going to be winners? No. That's straight up, guys. Not all of them are going to be winners. My money, for example, is on Dash. I love Dash. It's great. It's, it's a really well-funded project. They're a really vibrant team. They get out there. They get their message across. People use it. People are excited about it. People buy the mining machines like crazy. That's important, guys. Really, really important. Because no matter how good your technology is, no matter how good your project is, no matter how excited people are about your little community, right? No matter how much you might be into it, if people aren't using it, then it doesn't matter. Then it doesn't matter, guys. That is the important thing to keep in mind here with any of these privacy coins. Okay, and one final thing I do want to mention is Ethereum. You might say, well, Lark, Ethereum is not a privacy coin. What are you talking about? Ethereum, when the Metropolis upgrades happen, Ethereum is going to be bringing in something called ZK snarks. Basically, this is a similar technology to what Zcash has. So it will enable the ability to have a private send with Ethereum. So that's not only going to add value to the Ethereum network, but will be a useful feature for those looking for privacy-based coins, which would spell even more trouble for the less used privacy coins. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Verge. I'm talking to you, PivX. I like PivX. I like PivX a lot. Verge is a nice coin. It's got a good community behind it and stuff like that. But there's only space for so many. Like I said, there can be many winners, but there's not going to be. It's not school, guys, where everyone gets a reward for participation. It's not quite like that. There will be some losers in this game. And hey, maybe the big boys will be losers. Maybe something will come out tomorrow and crack Ethereum open and it'll just die. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen with Dash either. But for the ones who have not as serious teams behind them, and I'm not saying that the Verge community is not serious and they're not, dedicated to what they do, but it's hard to compete with like Dash, who's super well funded, super organized, has offices and CEOs and all this stuff. Like, you can't compete with that, guys, unless you up the ante and actually do that yourselves. These sort of not as professional operations are gonna suffer. So that's something you guys can keep in mind. Anyway, that is just an overview really of price action and potential futures, I guess, of some of the privacy coins, guys. Anyway, as always, I really want to know what you guys think about this. Hit me up in the comment section down below. Am I totally wrong about something? Let me know. I'm always curious to hear it, guys. Or what's your favorite privacy coin? What do you guys looking at investing in? What are you holding? That's always fun to know too. So, guys, that is all from the Crypto Lark. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.